Hey Soccer Views fans, this is Ben Perkins from the site, and today I'm bringing you a very special unboxing and first impressions video indeed of the Pantofola d'Oro Lazzarini football boots. I'm going to bring them out right now as I talk about the brand. In case you haven't heard of them, they're one of the oldest, in fact the oldest boot manufacturer in the world. They first started in 1886 and claim to produce their boots the same way today as they did all those years ago. Here I have a version of the blackout Pantofola d'Oro Lazzarinis. With a classic timeless design, the Lazzarini is lightweight, surprisingly, and very flexible, and made from the softest calf leather possible. The manufacturer actually worked with cattle farmers in Italy to select the youngest calves possible that will produce the softest leather for their football boots. And you can really tell it here. I'll get more into the comfort later, but I've never felt a softer pair of boots than these right here. And that is saying something, having tested a lot of boots. Dubbed by Juventus's John Charles nearly half a century ago the Golden Slipper, the Lazzarini is something special and completely unique. It perfectly fitting the shape of the foot for fantastic ball control and feel. This is seriously a football boot with a pedigree to match. Prior to an era where players were simply paid to wear football boots and were directed by the manufacturers that pay for their sponsorship, there was a time where players could actually choose whatever boots they wanted and felt were the best. And the Lazzarini and Pantofola d'Oro boots were at the forefront of that time. Players such as Johan Cruyff, Roberto Mancini, Paolo Di Canio, Marco van Basten, and Fabio Capello, along with many others, sported some sort of Pantofola d'Oro boots. They're made by hand in Italy, and I'm not sure if you can see it here, but instead of a regular sizing sheet or sizing label, they just have "Made in Italy," a very nice, classy touch, I believe. Staying on the topic of just the exceptional quality and evident proof that these were handmade, there is a branded label right here. It's the only branding other than on the sole plate. It's just stitched and it says Pantofola d'Oro 1886. So I mentioned at the beginning that I've actually worn the boots. I couldn't resist wearing them. I've been waiting for these for a long time, admittedly, and after 3 sessions in training and 1 match, including one in a wet condition, I have to say that I can't be more impressed. So, interestingly enough, it's not kangaroo leather, as mentioned. It's a calf leather, but simply put, it is incredibly soft. There is no break-in period required, but it should be noted that after a few hours of wear, they will seriously feel like your own. Now that I've worn them for a few hours, I wish I would have gone down half a size from my regular 10.5 US, but with that said, they'll still perform to perfection in your regular size. They just fit a little longer, and the leather, due to its super soft nature, will grow and expand to mold around your feet. So let's look at the boots themselves now, and I'll continue interjecting with my own personal opinions. But here's the very classic PU sole plate, very traditional, and I have to say it performs exceptionally well. I guess that's why it is traditional. Companies have realized that you can't go wrong with this sort of sole plate, and I have to agree with them. I wouldn't even say it's a problem, but the only hiccup I had in the break-in period was a quite stiff sole plate, but that has definitely changed now after extensive wear. So don't think that'll be a problem. The leather looks pretty thick in video and in pictures, but I have to say it is the perfect. It's the perfect width, and I can't say enough or stress enough how comfortable these boots are. The tongue is a little padded, has an extra little padding, and it feels extremely great and makes for a great protector over your metatarsal and the top of your feet, which I like. There is a heel counter, which really helps keep your foot in place, and it's very noticeable and prevents any heel slippage and thus any blisters. In short, from the few hours I've had wearing the Pantofola Lazzarinis, I have to say that they're well on their way to becoming my favorite boots of all time. Of course, a review will be up after a few more tests, but I just want to let you know right now that, and obviously in case you haven't been able to tell throughout this video, I am absolutely in love with these boots and can't imagine anything better, particularly in this blackout colorway. I've never received more rave reviews from teammates and opposition players alike than these boots right here. Everyone has been asking about them and asking where they can purchase them, and I just have to say they've really been a hit with friends and teammates. So, once again, expect a review up in the next week of the Pantofola Lazzarini, and please leave any questions or comments below in our YouTube, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.